because one is very important. He said that Xiaomi is a global company that comes from China. And in the brand identity of Xiaomi, we should infuse philosophical thinking to Xiaomi's visual identity. And this touched me greatly. And he said another idea. He said the mission of Xiaomi is to enable everyone to enjoy a better life through innovative technologies. If we elevate this idea from the relationship between life and technology, and if we rethink the visual identity of Xiaomi, then he proposed a brand new design concept. So like we said, it seems we only changed the shape of the logo, but actually, this is also an elevation of spirit. Due to COVID-19, Mr. Kenyahara couldn't make it today, but he prepared a video to explain how he designed this logo along with us, including his thoughts and his design concept. Please enjoy the video.
Xiaomi のブランドアイデンティフィケーションのデザインを担当したデザイナーの原健也です。テクノロジーは
technologies. If we elevate this idea from the relationship between life and technology, and if we rethink the visual identity of Xiaomi, then he proposed a brand new design concept. So like we said, it seems we only changed the shape of the logo, but actually, this is also an elevation of spirit. Due to COVID-19, Mr. Kenyahara couldn't make it today, but he prepared a video to explain how he designed this logo along with us, including his thoughts and his design concept. Please enjoy the video.
Xiaomi のブランドアイデンティフィケーションのデザインを担当したデザイナーの原健也です。テクノロジーは
technologies. If we elevate this idea from the relationship between life and technology, and if we rethink the visual identity of Xiaomi, then he proposed a brand new design concept.
デザインしました。ロゴタイプのデザインもマークのアウトラインに
Action. My name is Olivier Hero Dressen. I'm from Belgium. I'm a me creator.
My
my name is Kirtan. I'm a cameraman from the Netherlands.
There is a really good photographer that I like this, that they always say the best camera you can have is the camera you have in your pocket.
Since the phone is a very small camera, really makes it easy to attach it to objects or attach it to people. I can easily put it high, can easily put it low without too much rigging, without too much going on. It's a really nice breath of fresh air to use a phone to tell a story.
With this new phone, the Mi 11, we was really inspired by the night mode, so it gives us an idea of creating some content that is based between night and day.
So different shooting environments require different settings. So for example, if I'm shooting outside in the daytime, because there's a lot of light coming through the lens onto the sensor, and that's usually too bright. So the ISO setting needs to be very low, and the shutter speed needs to be very high just to deal with the amount of light. Whereas if I'm shooting during the nighttime, that's a totally different environment. Obviously the light levels are much lower, so I want to higher the ISO level and lower the shutter speed to allow the sensor to receive more light. Pro mode from Xiaomi gives me these options. But sometimes that is not enough. In the last room that we shot, the diamond room, for example, it was particularly dark. So in that situation, there were mirrors everywhere around. We didn't have the possibility to add our own lights as they would come back in the mirrors. So in this situation, the Xiaomi night mode was very helpful.
Since the whole film is axed around this character and the way she saw the world in a different, very different and very original, specific way, we use a lot of shots that we made in macro and we go really close to her eyes.
When you're using this phone, is that because the sensor compared to the regular sensors of our bigger cameras are smaller, that means that we can focus very closely.
Mi 11 actually have a lot of capacity for using AI, and one of them is the magic zoom. We call it actually the Hitchcock effect. Usually the way you use this to really create a very strange thing that actually happening in the films.
So what that does is the camera moves into the subject while zooming out, or it moves out from the subject while zooming in. So what that does, it keeps the framing the same size, but the relation between the foreground subject and the background subject changes.
For passing from a world to another, we basically use a very, I would say, traditional way to do it. We just open a door, so the door represents the transition between our personal world and the real world.
So we choose to create a lighting effect. This lighting effect that we made was a sort of water reflection shimmering effect to really draw the audience in and really draw the actors in as well.
So usually when I want to make a story very clear and very understandable, I use a rule of keys, basically the way we do it, because our hero never sleep and she always have this vision. We're using the same beginning and same ending, so we totally understand there is a loop. Creativity for everyone, for me, it means that be able to shoot anything you want at any time, whatever level they are, if they are like student, or if they are professional, or if they want to learn, and the best camera is the one you have in your pocket.
Amazing, right? In such low light, Mi 11 can still capture such clear videos. But do you know how much technology is needed to achieve this? A 1-second video taken in low light is actually the equivalent of 30 photos. If you want to take amazing videos in low light using a smartphone, you need both great hardware and software. First, the 1/1.3 3-inch large image sensor of the Mi 11's main camera has a larger light input. Second, when taking photos in low light, this image sensor will combine 4 pixels into one. This is like combining 4 small windows to make one large window. It allows a greater amount of light to enter the picture, giving you more details and a higher dynamic range. Third, the Mi 11's main camera supports OIS. This means the camera can remain balanced even when it is shaken, extending the shutter time and increasing the amount of light. This allows your shoot in low light to be more stable, and when you combine this with EIS, you get clearer images. One of the most important things we've done with Mi 11 is add a new night scene video algorithm that combines software and hardware with the Snapdragon 888 to give you an amazing videography experience even at night. Mi 11 can perform AI real-time calculations on RAW level, real-time brightening, and noise reduction for every frame of your videos. RAW refers to the unprocessed original video information, which has plenty of room for adjustment. By leveraging such a powerful algorithm, Mi 11 is able to provide you with excellent low-light video quality. When it comes to night videography, Mi 11 has no boundaries. You'll be amazed by the high-quality, low-light videos that you can create with this new smartphone. Smartphones have now entered the era of computational videography. And Xiaomi is committed to providing you with the ultimate technological solutions so that we can dramatically improve the quality of your videos. Maybe in the future, you'll be able to shoot the next big blockbuster movie with just the smartphone in your pocket. Night or day, Mi 11 allows you to create amazing videos.
Xiaomi.
I am Kuba. I have been a Mi fan for 1.5 years. I am an English teacher, and in my free time I also like to make a movie. I also believe in the future of smartphone filmmaking. It's going to boost independent films and give chance to people who wouldn't have the chance before. Having that little bit of free time and committing it to something I feel really strongly about, it makes me feel like I'm at my very special place to which I was born for. If you believe in passion and never give up, you will be surprised by what you can achieve.
What you see here may feel a little like science fiction. But this is not fiction. This is technology. This is where smartphone communication performance is tested. All global mainstream operator networks are tested here. This is the SAR lab. It simulates the effects of electromagnetic radiation on the body, leading imaging expertise enhanced by remote tuning. An anechoic chamber exploring the limits of human hearing, thousands of ambient light conditions to create the best of displays, overcoming challenges through unrelenting effort. Through perseverance and dedication, wisdom and craftsmanship, just to exceed your expectations. This is the birthplace of Mi 11. These are Xiaomi laboratories. This is Xiaomi Technology Park.
This song is for me and you. Let's sing together. We'll make our dreams become true. Now and forever. This song is for me and you. Together we'll sing like one family.
Did you know? In the future, factories won't need people. They'll be able to run fully autonomously 24/7. In the future, machines will work independently, seamlessly coordinating like clockwork. In the future, factories will be sealed against even the smallest speck of dust. In the future, quality controls will be handled entirely by intelligent machines. In the future, a smartphone will be produced every second. The future needs our imagination, but more importantly, it needs our action. This is Xiaomi's one small step towards the future. The future has just begun. Xiaomi Smart Factory.
Action. My name is Olivier, hero Dressen. I'm from Belgium. I'm a me creator.
My name is Kirtan. I'm a cameraman from the Netherlands.
There is a really good photographer that I like this, that they always say the best camera you can have is the camera you have in your pocket.
Since the phone is a very small camera, really makes it easy to attach it to objects or attach it to people. I can easily put it high, can easily put it low without too much rigging, without too much going on. It's a really nice breath of fresh air to use a phone to tell a story.
With this new phone, the Mi 11, we was really inspired by the night mode, so it gives us an idea of creating some content that is based between night and day.
So different shooting environments require different settings. So for example, if I'm shooting outside in the daytime, because there's a lot of light coming through the lens onto the sensor, and that's usually too bright. So the ISO setting needs to be very low, and the shutter speed needs to be very high just to deal with the amount of light. Whereas if I'm shooting during the nighttime, that's a totally different environment. Obviously, the light levels are much lower, so I want to higher the ISO level and lower the shutter speed to allow the sensor to receive more light. Pro mode from Xiaomi gives me these options. But sometimes that is not enough. In the last room that we shot, the diamond room, for example, it was particularly dark. So in that situation, there were mirrors everywhere around. We didn't have the possibility to add our own lights as they would come back in the mirrors. So in this situation, the Xiaomi night mode was very helpful.
Since the whole film is axed around this character and the way she saw the world in a different, very different and very original, specific way, we use a lot of shots that we made in macro, and we go really close to her eyes.
When you're using this phone, is that because the sensor compared to the regular sensors of our bigger cameras are smaller, that means that we can focus very closely.
Mi 11 actually have a lot of capacity for using AI, and one of them is the magic zoom. We call it actually the Hitchcock effect. Usually the way you use this to really create a very strange thing that actually happening in the films.
So what that does is the camera moves into the subject while zooming out, or it moves out from the subject while zooming in. So what that does, it keeps the framing the same size, but the relation between the foreground subject and the background subject changes.
For passing from a world to another, we basically use a very, I would say, traditional way to do it. We just open a door, so the door represents the transition between our personal world and the real world.
So we chose to create a lighting effect. This lighting effect that we made was a sort of water reflection shimmering effect to really draw the audience in and really draw the actors in as well.
So usually when I want to make a story very clear and very understandable, I use a rule of keys, basically the way we do it, because our hero never sleep and she always have this vision. We're using the same beginning and same ending, so we totally understand there is a loop. Creativity for everyone, for me, it means that be able to shoot anything you want at any time, whatever level they are, if they are like student, or if they are professional, or if they want to learn, and the best camera is the one you have in your pocket.
Amazing, right? In such low light, Mi 11 can still capture such clear videos. But do you know how much technology is needed to achieve this? A 1-second video taken in low light is actually the equivalent of 30 photos. If you want to take amazing videos in low light using a smartphone, you need both great hardware and software. First, the 1/1.3 3-inch large image sensor of the Mi 11's main camera has a larger light input. Second, when taking photos in low light, this image sensor will combine 4 pixels into one. This is like combining 4 small windows to make one large window. It allows a greater amount of light to enter the picture, giving you more details and a higher dynamic range. Third, the Mi 11's main camera supports OIS. This means the camera can remain balanced even when it is shaken, extending the shutter time and increasing the amount of light. This
以防影响直播效果。3. 会场出入口在篮球馆后方。活动结束后，请您有序退场。如遇紧急情况，请在工作人员的指引下有序撤离。让我们共同维护会场秩序，感谢您的配合。发布会即将开始，本次直播将在腾讯视频、爱奇艺、优酷、微博、百度百家号、百度 APP、抖音、快手、微视直播、微信视频号、咪咕视频、网易新闻、知乎、麦麦、哔哩哔哩、财联社、科创板日报、今日头条、西瓜视频、虎牙直播、斗鱼、KK 直播、 触电新闻、战旗直播、龙珠直播、搜狐视频、千帆直播、Zucker、火猫直播、第一视频、知足直播、蜻蜓 FM、网易云音乐、网易云音乐 Look 直播、酷安、应记、应木直播、看度新闻、大路演、利弗莫尔证券、第一财经、新浪数码、腾讯新闻、IT168、泡泡网、手机之家、科技美学、极客公园、安卓中文网、Zeller、快科技、PC Home、什么值得买、爱范儿、科技小新、驱动中国、IT 之家、科技讯、Do News、虎嗅网、一点资讯、热点科技、极客之选、科技视讯、证券时报 E 公司、环球网科技频道、天翼超高清、天翼云商务、新播客、中国移动手机俱乐部、沃易购、联通手机营业厅、营桥、迪信通、国美、九基、同花顺、富途、老虎、掌上生活 APP、口袋商城 APP、发现精彩 APP、惠普到家 APP、淘宝直播、京东直播、苏宁直播、天猫苏宁旗舰店、小米线上授权店、YouTube、Facebook、Twitter、小米商城、小爱同学、小米之家、小米有品、小米电视、小米视频、小米直播、小米社区同步直播。感谢以上直播平台的大力支持。
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the new product launch. And in these few days, I got a cold, so I can't speak very well. Please understand this. Bear with me. Thank you very much. This time, We've got a lot of content for the new product launch, therefore we divided into two parts. Today is the second day of the new product release. In a couple of days, we are going to celebrate the 11th anniversary of the founding of Xiaomi. Today, compared with 10 years ago, Xiaomi has made radical changes. And we've been thinking, how should we step into the journey of the next 10 years? And our marketing colleagues suggest that perhaps we can develop a new set of brand identities. Maybe we can start with the logo. Honestly, we have used this logo for 10 years, and we feel so close to it. If we need to change the logo, this is a very difficult thing to do. In 2017, the marketing department has started the preparation for the change of logo. They found many famous designing companies to be part of this project, and we heard many proposals from them. And finally, we find a great proposal, and now we have officially decided to use the new logo from today. Please take a look. Are you disappointed at this logo? We just make our original logo rounder. Maybe you can take another look at it. This time, the designer told me that he didn't just change the shape from square to round. Actually, the internal spirit as well as the mentality of the brand will be changed. I think you all know the designer of this logo. He is Mr. Kenyahara. Mr. Kenyahara is the world-famous designer. He has a lot of great artworks. And when we talk about the change of the logo with him, I think he proposed some great ideas to us. One is very important. He said that Xiaomi is a global company that comes from China. And in the brand identity of Xiaomi, we should infuse philosophical thinking to Xiaomi's visual identity. And this touched me greatly. And he said another idea. He said, the mission of Xiaomi is to enable everyone to enjoy a better life through innovative technologies. If we elevate this idea from the relationship between life and technology, and if we rethink the visual identity of Xiaomi, then he proposed a brand new design concept. So like we said, it seems we only changed the shape of the logo, but actually, this is also an elevation of spirit. Due to COVID-19, Mr. Kenyahara couldn't make it today, but he prepared a video to explain how he designed this logo along with us, including his thoughts and his design concept. Please enjoy the video.
Xiaomi のブランドアイデンティフィケーションのデザインを担当したデザイナーの原健也です。テクノロジーは進化していくほどに生命の形に近づいていく、そんなふうに考えています。ですから人間とテクノロジーはどんどん接近していくわけですね。そういう観点からアライブ、生きている、そんなデザインコンセプトを作っていました。これはレイジュン社長が考えておられる企業思想と近いものであるというふうに思っております。 ですから今回提案するマークの形は形というよりも性質であるというふうに考えてみてください。まさにアライブ、生きているというコンセプトから導き出された形、あるいは存在のあり方、リアリティというふうなものです。シャオミのマークをどんなふうな形にするかということをいろいろ検証してきたわけですけれども、正円から正方形の間のさまざまな形を検証してきました。そうしているうちに私たちは一つの数式に出会いました。この数式は n の変数 n にさまざまな数字を代入することによって非常にきれいな正円から正方形の間のさまざまな美しい形を表現する、そんな数式なんですね。数式っていうと数学というのはとても美しいものだというふうに思いました。印刷物やオンスクリーンに展開していく上でいろいろ考えた結果、 n が3である時の形、これが丸と四角のちょうど中間の非常に程よい、まさにアライブという要素、性質を表現するのにふさわしい形なんじゃないかというふうに最終的には考えついたわけです。そしてマークの中の文字、これもさまざまなカーブを検証した結果としてこのアウトラインにぴったり収まる形が発見されてきたわけですね。ここにご紹介しているマークがその最終形です。このマークと同時にロゴタイプも新しくデザインしました。ロゴタイプのデザインもマークのアウトラインに呼応する形になっているわけです。中国国内で展開する場合はマークとロゴは別々に展開していくのが効果的だと考えられます。よりポピュラーな製品やサービスに対してはマーク単体で、そしてより高精度なスマートフォンのようなデバイスにはロゴタイプを適用していくのが効果的ではないかと考えています。またシャオミのオレンジ色のブランドカラーも大事にしていきたいということで、引き続きこれをコーポレートカラーとして使用することを考えています。同時にこれを補う色として黒やシルバーといった無彩色を補助色として準備しています。運動するマークの形も考えてみました。生命は環境との間で常に動き続けることで一つの平行状態、アイデンティティを保っている、それが生命の姿なんですね。これをシャオミのマークの運動に取り入れられないかと考えたわけです。動く環境に対してマークもそれに相続していく。印刷物の場合でもロゴは四隅に鎮座するのではなくて、その最適な場所にふわりと浮遊するように配されます。運動するマークも揺らぎながら、そして止まっている時も決して静止していなくて、何か浮遊感のある状態でですね、マークは存在するわけです。最後に映像をご覧ください。この映像は3つのフレームから成り立っています。真ん中は少女の微笑みです。まさに人間の生命を表現した映像。左側は宇宙のリズム、海面が動く姿、月の地平線から昇る地球、まさに人間から遠くにある宇宙のリズムです。そして植物の運動、花が咲いてしぼんでいく、人間とは違う生命のジェネレーションとディジェネレーションを表現したものです。この3つの世界像が融合しながらバランスを取っていくという、そういう姿はアライブ、生きているという、今回のデザインコンセプトを表現するものになっています。この3年間、私はシャオミのデザイナーの方々をはじめ、いろいろな領域の方々と一緒にこの問題を携えてデザイン開発をしてきました。どうかこの新しいブランドアイデンティフィケーションを携えて、 より一層人々に幸福をもたらす企業として成長していっていただけると嬉しいと思います。
After watching this video and then you look at this logo, how do you like it? Actually, the first time I looked at this logo, I was not familiar with it. But after listening to the explanation by the master, I understand why he designed it like this. If you try it, you will feel this logo is outstanding. This time, the logo can be combined with Xiaomi's product. It represents the intelligent technology in the future. It's like they have a life and they can change along with the environment. And this logo will not be fixed at a certain position. It is freer, it is more dynamic. I remember once I talked with Mr. Hara. He said, this logo is like a vivid emoji. In different environments, this emoji can even change, the logo can change. So, it makes the logo full of life. So, this is the design concept of Mr. Kanyahara, alive. Alive means the design that is full of life. And Mr. Kanyahara has given us a careful and detailed explanation, and my understanding is simple. That is, technology serves people, and people are alive. Therefore, technologies should also be alive, and the new logo of Xiaomi should also be alive. So this is quite simple to understand. Therefore, Mr. Kanyahara designed the logo for Xiaomi. It is full of life. At the same time, Mr. Hara also maintained the color of Xiaomi, because this orange color is so familiar by hundreds of millions of Mi fans around the world, and he added silver gray and black color as supplementary color to it. And silver gray is used for the alphabetical logo of Xiaomi. It will also be used on the product as well as in scenarios that is futuristic. So this is how we are going to apply the logo of Xiaomi. Very soon, we are going to update the brand visual identity at our flagship stores. The logo at Xiaomi's Science and Technology Park has also been updated recently. Later, you can take a look at it. In order to show the application of this new logo, Mr. Kanyahara also designed a product for us. This is a very small product, but it has dedicated design. It can represent the design concept of Master Hara. Let's take a look. I give to you the Mi Echo Bag. This is the first product with our latest logo. This Echo Bag is made of the legendary DuPont Tyvek. Such a small Echo Bag, Mr. Hara has made multiple modifications to the design in terms of the position, the size of the logo. At the end of the day, this Mi Echo Bag fully represents the concept, design concept of Mr. Hara, alive. Let's look at what is the DuPont Tyvek.
It looks like paper, but it is a non-woven fabric. Its official name is called DuPont Tyvek. It is the name on the DuPont company. It has the feature of both fabric and paper. It is a mix of durability and beauty. It is as durable as fabric. It is softer than paper and 50% lighter than regular paper. So it is definitely a high-tech material. And most importantly, the DuPont Tyvek is green and environmentally friendly. This new material does not have any chemicals added in its production process. It can be 100% recycled and reused. Also, after being burned, it doesn't have any other residue apart from water and carbon dioxide. It is definitely an amazing new material, and also you can wash it with water. It is a very interesting material. It's a very simple product. And when you go out with the eco bag, it's fashionable and also green and environmentally friendly. And that is on the eco bag designed by Master Hara. And with the eco bag, we want more friends to really start to see our logo and understand our logo. Let's take at our new logo one more time. How do you like it? Xiaomi's mission is to make the world and life a better experience with technology. In the past few years, we have created the most comprehensive smart ecosystem. We started with just smartphones, and now we have extended to over 100 categories with various products, and they feature amazing user experience. And a lot of Mi fans tell us when they enter Mi Home, they just close their eyes and they don't have to think what they need to buy because everything is amazing. And now I would like to invite Mr. Chu Hong to the stage. He is the GM, General Manager for Xiaomi Ecosystem, who's going to show you the model room, our showcase room of Xiaomi.
今年是小米在 IoT 领域耕耘的第8年，我们的智能产品已经覆盖到家庭生活的方方面面，你们想得到的、想不到的，我们全部都有。网友评论说，东西已经买全了，就差房了。房子真心做不了，但今天可以给大家看一看小米智能生活样板间。开门是回家的第一步，小米的智能门锁不仅仅能让你少带一把钥匙，
欢迎驱恒回家，
更让回家开门变得超有仪式感。以前回家要手动开一遍，现在全屋都能主动回应你。智能一条龙，回家全自动，这种美好体验用过以后就再也回不去了。小爱同学，
我在听，
继续播放电影。
为你继续播放电影还有人接探案。
只要一句话，昨天没有看完的电影就可以继续播放了，连灯光都给你自动调好。这里顺便说一句，电视真的是越大越好。小米82寸大师电视，看片超爽。
衣服洗好了，
洗衣、晾衣都智能了，就差自动叠衣服了。我要让我们的产品经理好好的规划一下。说到洗碗机，网友们都说买完就后悔，为什么呢？后悔买晚了。说到做家务，是我最喜欢的事情，煎炒煮烧连做带洗，厨房里你能想象到的那些技能，我全部都不会，因为小米智能产品全都会。虽然我渴望做一个居家好男人，但打工人的身份时刻提醒我，不能耽误工作。来都来了，就带大家看一下我的办公环境吧。大家不要误会，这也是我工作的一部分。经常要帮产品部门测试电竞级路由器和显示器，真的很辛苦。但不得不说，开黑打游戏，低延迟高速率，体验真爽。
夜深了，注意休息。
同事问我，为什么工作那么辛苦，皮肤还那么好？秘诀就是 睡个好觉。小爱同学，
在，
晚安。
做个好梦。
正如大家所见，灯光全部自动关闭，同时新风空调自动调温换氧，还能联动加湿器自动恒湿，而这的一切都不会给你带来任何的打扰。睡得舒服，起床也舒服，窗帘自动打开，手环震动，无痛叫醒。不服，给睡眠跑个分吧。整个屋子像活了一样，它知道你想要什么，并且自动帮你全做好了。就像原研哉说的 "Life"， 科技在灵敏地回应你的每一个需求。这就是小米给你带来的美好智能生活。喂，老板，好的，马上到。
全局清扫开始。Hi, my name is Qu Heng. That is the showcase room of the Mi Home environment. You probably already saw some new products, and you're right. We have 3 new products for you. And they are high-end aircon and high-end Mi vacuum robot and a high-end humidifier. Let's first look at the Mi Smart AC with ventilation. This is what it looks like. You see, this inherits the legacy of the simplistic design of the Mi Home products. The details are also fantastic and still very stunning. And when it's mounted on the wall, you see how it melts into the entire environment and space. And this aircon actually won the Red Spot Award, a German design award. So what kind of aircon is it? First off, it saves energy. And that is because we have the full DC inverter, and it meets the national new first-class energy efficiency standard, and 1 year it can actually save you 251 kilowatt-hour. Also, it supports 3D circulation, so the wind does not directly get blown onto your skin. It is very soft and comfortable to your skin. And we have an amazing name for this kind of breeze. It is called Natural Breeze, feeling like a carpet and feeling like wind from the sky. And so the carpet breeze is for the warm air, and the sky breeze is for the cold air, and it can quickly brings you comfort of the ambience. And people usually have a misconception about aircons because aircons are often linked with a tube, and there is a part of the aircon that is mounted on the wall on the exterior. But actually the problem with the traditional aircon is it may actually stop the natural circulation for the indoor space, which may decrease the level of comfort, and also furniture may give off TVOC and formaldehyde. And humans living in the indoor space may breathe out carbon dioxide, hence compromising the air quality. That is why our aircon actually comes with a ventilator. So the aircon plus ventilator enable air exchange between indoor and outdoor space, and you can always enjoy fresh air from outside. And we also have the dual hybrid turbine system, and it can support 60 cubic meter per hour of air inlet, which is definitely the peak value for this type of aircon. And also you can use it just as a ventilator, because we don't need aircon all the time throughout 4 seasons. Well, for spring and autumn, when you don't need aircon, you can just use the machine as a ventilator. As a standalone ventilator, it only consumes 0.3 kilowatt per hour a day. And of course, you can use both functions at the same time. And we also said this aircon plus ventilator can help with the air exchange, but sometimes outdoor air quality isn't so great. In Beijing right now, we see a lot of pollens in the air. So even when the air quality is good, there may be pollens. That is why we have these 4 layers of purifying function of the air to ensure that you get the cleanest air possible in the indoor space. And everyone is a health freak these days. Everyone wants to live healthily, and we already thought about that for you. And we have a UVC on a sterilizer, which can sterilize the residue bacteria in the aircon, and also the aircon itself has self-cleaning system featuring high temperature. It actually prevents secondary pollution by the aircon. So with just one machine, you solve 9 health concerns. Give it to VOC, formaldehyde, and carbon dioxide concentration or bacteria. All of them are solved by our aircon plus ventilator. And it's very difficult for us to know whether the air is good or not, but we want that to be visualizable for you. That is why we have a screen on this machine. And on the display, you not only can see the status of the filter, but also the concentration of the carbon dioxide at home. And there is a study that shows when the carbon dioxide concentration is above 1,400 ppm, your decision-making power actually reduces by 50%. So when you are making major decisions, please first check the reading on the display to see whether the concentration of the CO2 is too high in your room. Also, it combines 3 functionalities in one. So it's a 3-in-1 aircon. An aircon that does not support ventilation is not a good aircon at all. That is why it is a 3-in-1 machine, and I believe that is the future trend. And in the future, there will be more and more aircons that support ventilation and air exchange. Now, without further ado, let's look at its price. Some peer prices. Well, these are relatively competitive peer products. Well, first, look at the specification. We're definitely leading in the industry. And the most important parameter is the volume of fresh air, which is way above our peers. And the peer products are about 5,000 RMB, so quite expensive. But what is the price for our high-end product? Well, 3,599. And there's more. It includes some premium installation services. You can make an appointment for installation to your door in our app. It's important to have a good aircon, and it's also important to install it well. And with this premium installation service, you don't have to worry about that at all. So that's the first product from the ecosystem. And the second one is our Vacuum Pro Mi Robot Vacuum Pro. Let's first look at its beautiful appearance. And again, we chose black, and in the home decor, black blends with everything. And on the floor, it always it appears to be a natural complement. And why do we make high-end vacuum robot? People may say, but actually since the first product, we have sold a lot of models, and this product has been very, very popular. We've received a positive feedback, and we found that our peer products have certain issues.
So the first issue is that for the small objects on the floor, they cannot handle them very well. Because for the robot vacuum, they're not afraid of the big items, but they are afraid of the charging cables or your slippers. For example, the charging cable, we have a lot of digital devices at home. and sometimes the cables are just on the floor, so the robot vacuum will be jammed by the charging cable. Moreover, even though most of the robot vacuum can avoid the furnitures, however, for the legs of the furnitures, they cannot handle it or avoid it very well. So for most of the product, they have to hit the leg first before they can avoid this obstacle. This is another pain point, and this is a vacuum and mopping integrated vacuum machine. So for mopping, I think we all fear that maybe this machine will mop the carpet and make the carpet wet. So these are the 3 pain points for the robot vacuum. So how do we resolve these pain points? First, we use the binocular multiple dimension subject recognition system. This looks like a very high-level name, but it is like Mi Pro. There is a top module in it. So top and RGB modules are integrated together to provide nanometer-level obstacle avoidance experience. It's like there is an autonomous driving vehicle at home. With greater recognition system, it raises higher requirement to the computing power. This is the first time for us to use the dual processor system. We not only have a quad-core CPU, we also have a bi-core NPU to provide powerful computing power. With great computing power, let's see how they can resolve the pain points. When the Mi Robot Vacuum Pro encounters the charging cable, this is how it avoids it. Even though the cable is small, the machine can still avoid it. What about the table legs? You see, right in front of the table legs, the Mi Robot Vacuum Pro will change direction. Then let's look at the carpets. In the mopping function, it can automatically change direction when it encounters the carpet. So now we're talking about floors. We can not only recognize carpet, we can also recognize different materials of the floor, be it the marble floor or the wooden floor. So according to different types of floor, you can decide your own humidifier capacity and the suction power. You only need to do it once, and the machine will remember your option. And we have another great feature, that is smart scene detection. Many people say this feature is not very new because in the previous edition they also had the similar function. But for the previous edition, we need to draw the map of your home, but the machine doesn't know which one is the living room, which one is the study room, which one is the bedroom. You have to mark them manually. However, this time the machine can mark your home automatically. So the machine knows where your bed is and it knows where your bedroom is. So you just need to say to the Xiaoai AI assistant that you want the machine to sweep the floor in the living room, and the machine will do the job automatically. After that, we just said this is a premium robot vacuum. So in terms of vacuum and mopping, we have the best configuration. In one word, big. We have 4,000 par suction power, 5,200 milliamp hour battery, and 550 milliliter dust bin. What about the price? It's 2,999 Chinese yuan. So much about the second product. Let's look at the third product. It is the Mi Humidifier Pro. Let's look at some pictures. So this is a standing vapor humidifier. It inherited the Mi Just design style. It is a great match with your home, with your furniture. So this is a front view. Why do we want to develop a premium humidifier? Because we have developed humidifier for a long time, and we noticed for ordinary and regular humidifier, there are some pain points. As we said, this is a vaporizing humidifier. Most of the humidifier use ultrasonic for vaporization. Therefore, they have high requirement for the water quality. If you use tap water, then the impurity will also be vaporized into the air, and this could impose negative effect on your health. This is why you need to use pure water to those kind of humidifier, otherwise there might be dust and dirt on the floor. But this time, you can add any type of water to the humidifier, and we also designed the air duct and fans, and there is only 32 dB noise. Even though you put the humidifier by your bed, it won't affect your sleeping. And we also made some innovation to it. This time, we used an OLED smart display on it. Like other humidifier, it can show informations like the humidity and other information. This OLED smart display can also show the water volume in real time. So whenever I have to add water to my humidifier, I always afraid that I might add too much water. But with the display of real-time water volume, you don't have to worry about it. It also makes the behavior of adding water very ceremonial. And with such a great humidifier, its humidifier capacity must be great. And for Mi humidifier, it can reach 600 milliliter per hour. It is just the volume of a bottle of water. So in just 1 hour, we will be able to vaporize the entire bottle of water. And we also have great battery life. I think just one water tank should last for 1 day. Therefore, we use a ultra big water tank, which is 5 liter. Another interesting feature I would like to share with you. Many people say that after using the humidifier for a while, there is a bad smell. That is because there are bacteria in your tank. So this time we use the triple antibacterial technology. Just like the AC with ventilation, we have the UVC lamp for disinfection. This time the filter cartridge is a suspended filter cartridge, so it will not be soaked in the water, and this will prevent the growing of the bacteria. And also the filter cartridge is used silver iron, which is antibacterial. And we are not using the humidifier. The filter cartridge is still wet, but there is a dryer system inside our humidifier which can dry up the filter cartridge. This can also prevent the growth of bacteria, and there won't be any uncomfortable or unpleasant smell of it. So such a great Mi Humidifier Pro. What is the price of it? 899 Chinese yuan. These are the 3 new products I would like to give to you. And we're approaching the Mi Fans Festival, and we would like to give you some gifts. When we launch the Mi Robot Vacuum Pro, the price will be 2,699 Chinese yuan. Don't miss this offer. And the Mi Humidifier, we're also going to start the crowdfunding, and after crowdfunding, the price will also be reduced. All 3 products are compatible with Mi Home application. You can use a mobile phone to control it. You can also have a voice interaction with the product via Xiaoai AI assistant. Moreover, just like in the showcase room of Xiaomi, these 3 products can be connected with the other Xiaomi product, so your entire room can respond to your requirement and demand. Since the Mi Fan Festival is approaching, we have prepared a lot of great product from Xiaomi ecosystem department, but due to time limit, we cannot go through all of them. You can go to our official website to see them. They are all great products. In addition to the official website, you can also use WeChat to search for Xiaomi Smart Life and follow the official account of Xiaomi Smart Life. There are also the latest information about our product, and I heard there are also bonus and great offers, special offers to you. Don't miss them. These are the new products I would like to introduce to you. Now I'd like to turn it back to Mr. Lei Jun. Thank you. Thank you, Chu Hong. How do you like our smart home products? I hope you can have a chance to go to the Mi store to have a look. Next, I'm going to give you the Mi Mix. This time, I'm going to give you the Mi Mix Fold. Let's take a look.
Walking with the shadows, echoes flowing, colors glowing, dreaming in the diamond sky, shining bright, beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it? When you unfold this large display, it is stunning. At the back, there is also a rare display, and it also boasts the flagship camera system, and we have all these fine processes. This is a picture of the actual device, very beautiful. So this is the Mi Mix Fold. I've been using this product for a while, and I truly feel that this product is powered by a large foldable display, and the user experience is magnificent. A display like this, when you wake it up, that very moment is magnificent and stunning. This is a true full display, without any cutout or dot on it. This is a true full display. And this display is 8.01 inch, very large. So very good viewing experience when you watch the video. And for the viewing experience, for Mi Mix Fold, we also support the Dolby Vision technology. In terms of brightness, color, and contrast ratio, this technology will give you astonishing experience. Therefore, it is very good to use it to watch videos, and it feels even better when you play game with it. So this is the Genshin Impact. They told me this is a great gaming experience, and I downloaded the Genshin Impact and I played it for 2 hours. Honestly, I've been busy recently, so I don't play mobile games a lot because I always think the display is too small, but this time I used Mi Mix Fold and I played Genshin Impact for 2 hours. It feels like I'm playing the game on my PC or laptop. So the gaming experience is incomparable with foldable display. This display is 2.01 inch big. This is also a WQHD plus display. It has 387 ppi. And this is a foldable AMOLED display. So these are the specs here. Very powerful. It supports P3 color gamuts with 1.07 billion color, the true color display, and HDR10 plus, and I will not dive into details. When we talk about foldable display, I thought maybe we can make a comparison between our device and a tablet. So I found the iPad mini.
It appears that our foldable screen is smaller, but let's wake up the screens. What about now? Actually, the displays are not so different from each other in size. Actually, the display of Mix Fold is even larger. I was also surprised. And now, the specs. For iPad mini is LCD display. And here are the specs. And it seems like there is a gap from our mixed phone. Quite a big gap. And perhaps you want to try watching a movie with our device. That's what I did. I actually went onto iQIYI and watched a few dramas and movies. And when I watched movies, I was stunned. And that's the viewing experience that you get. Because the content of what you see is 75% of the display. And now we have the bullet screen. And you see the bezels. The bezels are perfect for the bullet screen, the comments of the internet users you want to read. But feel how true the experience is. And we compared our product with another two peer products, and I think their sizes are probably not the most ideal for movie viewing. And this one is 70% of and the other one is 63% of screen to body ratio. I think for foldable phones, what matters the most is how you feel when you unfold the phones. Why do you collapse it all the time if it is a foldable phone? So we want to give you the best experience of a foldable and expandable screen, and we have a quad speaker to go with it. It's a quad stereo speaker. I think this is probably the first smartphone that supports 4 or quad channel stereo speakers, and we also are tuned by Harper Heyman. Such a beautiful phone. If you only use it to watch movies and play games, it seems to be quite a waste. I think the best scenario is to use it as a productive tool in a business scennario. Actually, now a lot of times I've been using cell phones instead of laptops. So I read documents and PowerPoints using my cell phones most of the time. And let's try a financial statement. And if you use a regular phone, it's very difficult to see all these figures. So usually my colleagues would print out the financial statements for me to see the paper copies, because it's very difficult to see all the details with regular display. But now with Fold, how does that feel with such report? And it's very easy to use. In comparison, you see that the foldable display does not go to waste. For those that don't want to bring laptops and iPads and tablets with you all the time, well, you can use the foldable phone. And you can see documents and see the shares market. And I hear some of you are checking, well, right, you shouldn't be speculating in the stock market during office hours. And so this is a tool for productivity. And for that reason, we really value privacy and data protection. In the past few years, we have endeavored tremendously on data protection and privacy. And for Mix Fold, we have a special feature. It is called One Button Stealth. One-click stealth feature, and just with one click, you close all the speakers and GPS locations and screens. In that way, it offers optimal security for the business people. And some business people still miss the feeling of using laptops. That is why we have what we call desktop mode. With on 3-finger swipe, you enter this desktop mode. We can also call that PC mode in the palm. or at your fingertips. And this is the menu that you are all very familiar with. That is lunch. And here, the command center that you all know very well. It also supports multiple windows at the same time. And you can operate these different windows at the same time. These windows can interact with each other. And when you have mixed fold with just a 3-finger swipe, you can use it as a PC at your fingertips. And we really invested into the big screen experience. There are a lot of interesting ways to play with it. When you surf on Weibo, the Chinese Twitter, just one tap. To the left, you still can see the feed, and to the right, you can actually watch video clips, comments. And you can, just click an image, and on the right side of the screen, you can share it with your friend on different social media. And when you go through an album, you can just select all photos and drag them and drop them in WeChat. So with a foldable large display, there are much more scenarios and occasions that it can play with. And when people see a foldable phone, they first have a question. Is it good? And second, is it durable? For a foldable phone, in the past 1 year or 2 years, we've seen amazing technological breakthroughs. And the level of sophistication in terms of technology really soared. And the first time I saw a foldable phone, I was worried that it could break easily. So in design, we really devoted a lot of efforts to quality. And I was told that the mixed fold in extreme conditions can be bent, do you know how many times? 1 million times. So no worries at all. And it has sophisticated, precision-based hinges. And it is so precisely crafted that it can reduce the weight by 27%, and also all the hinges have been bent 200,000 times in testing. So quality is definitely guaranteed. And it is AMOLED. And for premium quality, we have a non-magnetic durable steel plate behind each and every hinge. So it's almost impossible to break it. And the displays are as smooth as ever. With this foldable large screen, we have in mind how business people need to use it. So we have 5,200 mAh battery. 1520 for a foldable phone is definitely the ceiling, because foldable displays take a large space already. And in order to fit 5020 battery into that space is definitely no joke. And we also support 67 watt of quick charge. And let's look at our peers. One of them supports a 4500 and plus 25, the others 4500 and 55 watt. Such a large display, you would say definitely it consumes a lot of battery. 5,000 mAh is just the threshold. Barely meets the threshold. When you don't need to unfold it, you collapse it. And it's just a 6.52 inch of AMOLED display. This is also very good spec compared to regular phones. It is actually much thinner. So with just one hand, you can hold it easily and comfortably. When you unfold it, it is a large display equal to a tablet, and when you collapse it, it is a flagship phone. Speaking of flagship, you want to know the specs and performance. So what is performance like? Well, it supports a Qualcomm 888, the most advanced processor. Mobile processor. We also support the butterfly cooling system, which really utilizes each and every component for cooling. We have another new technology, which is called micro airbag. It can accelerate the cooling process, and the video and camera system is also as spectacular. It supports 108 megapixel, and for each pixel it can actually reach 2.1 micrometers. And with such large pixels, you can definitely excel in dark mode and low light and other challenging scenarios. Look at the landscape, beautiful and spectacular mountains. And these were also taken with our phone. Beautiful glasses in a dark bar, and see how transparent the glasses are and the quality of the image. And this was taken also with our phone. This is a lamp, and you can even see all the details on the lamp cast. What about the ultra-wide angle? Also spectacular. It supports 120 degrees, and that's the beautiful sky that it shot. This is a courtyard in Beijing. The phone also supports 30 times of telemicro lens. The pavilion at the center and sakura and blossom. It also supports tele as well as macro photography. It's a glass of juice. Look, when we zoom in, we can even see all these juice on the outside, the exterior of the glass, and this is a sponge. Perhaps you've never seen the porous structure of sponge at such close range. And another photo that really stunned me is cotton swabs. I've never seen Q-tips like this. When they are zoomed in, they remind me of coal, actually. So the camera system of Mixfold supports 4 core functionalities, and they are supported by 3 lenses. It's our triple lens system. But how does triple lens system achieve the quad cam functionality? That is because of liquid lens technology. Liquid lens technology is based on bionic technology, and it is the futuristic camera that works just like the crystals, and human eyes that can quickly switch between telephoto and micro lens. With just one lens, it can support tele and macro at the same time. It is a feature from the future, and we have a beautiful picture.
填充特殊的光学液体，通过挤压液态薄膜改变液态镜头形状，从而改变光焦度，以实现远景到微距的连续对焦。
所以呢，这个液态镜頭的話，也是全球首。
So much for the liquid lens, and it is the first product that's supported in the Mi system. And also, the photography is just breathtaking, and that thanks to a self-developed in-house chip. This is an image processing chip that we developed in-house, Surge C1, and it is independent from SoC and is soldered onto the motherboard. Here it is.
This time, What are the performances and functions of Surge C1? It adopts the dual wave filter, and both high and low frequencies can be processed at the same time, along with our independently developed algorithm. It greatly improved the AAA performance of image. AAA stands for AF, AWB, and AE. So this sensor can greatly improve the autofocus for small objects and low light mode, and even in a complex light environment, it can also handle the information. It also has great AWB. Therefore, this chip greatly improves the image quality and camera capability of a mixed fold. I know you are all concerned about the chip of Xiaomi. From 2014, we started our project for the development of Surge. In early 2017, we launched Surge S1. Today is the debut of Surge C1. So it is a 7-year journey. Honestly, we have gone through all kinds of setbacks and difficulties, and we have devoted a lot of passion to it. We have never stopped our endeavor. The Surge C1 is only just a milestone of the journey of the chip development. It is a milestone for Xiaomi's image quality, and it also bears our ambitions for the future image and camera capability of Xiaomi. I know this is a long journey, and there is a lot of awe in our hearts. There are also difficulties along the journey, but Xiaomi has always been perseverant and patient. And we want to climb the high peak of innovative technologies in order to provide better user experience, and we will not stop our exploration. And the wave of the Surge will never be stopped. So this is Mi Mix Fold. For such a fine foldable display, how do we price it? Let's look at our peers. Honestly, smartphones with a foldable display is equivalent to 2 smartphones. And the large foldable display is also very expensive because they are 2 AMOLED display. After a long time of R&D, we have invested so much in it. This time, mixed fold is a little expensive. It will be. $9,999. We hope mixed fold can be within 10,000 Chinese yuan, so that all the Mi fans will be able to enjoy the fun of foldable display. And we have 2 editions. One is 12 plus 256 GB, 9,999. 12 plus 512 GB, 10,999 Chinese yuan. We also have a special edition available. This is a ceramic special edition. This is also a latest processing. With 3D ceramics, we try to simulate the texture of Kevlar. This is a high-end and edge-cutting processing. And we developed the first 16 GB Mi device, 16 plus 512 gigabytes. For this top-level configuration mixed fold, its price will be 12,999 Chinese yuan. And we also provide several types of cases for Mi Mixed Fold. We have the vegan leather case. We also have the flip PU case. We also have the aramid fiber case, maybe we can use an actual device to show you. Okay, let me show you. Let me unfold this display. Magnificent, isn't it? So, do you believe it now? This display is even bigger than the iPad mini. Whether you're reading the financial statement, whether you're playing the game or watching the video, the viewing experience will be great. And also the characters on it are also large. So if you have difficulties reading small characters, you can also use the foldable display. I don't use it, I don't need it. And the grip in one hand is also great. The cases we're going to provide include, for example, this case. So this is a case with Kevlar texture. And we also have a flip case. I really like the flip case. It's like this. So you just need to open the case and unfold the display. And you can also use it like this. And the color of this case is also great. Later you can go to the experience booth to take a look. I think this is a very practical smartphone with a foldable display. Thank you very much. Mixed Fold will be produced 100% at Mi Smart Factory. So a great achievement for Mi Smart Factory. It has very strong capability in manufacturing and production of the smartphones and devices. And there are also other premium services for Mixed Fold, because when we get into the high-end market, we are also improving our level of service. First, we have dedicated assistance, customer service, and we also have on-site repair, and you don't need to pay any logistics fees. If you need to change the display, you can also enjoy a 50% discount for the first-time display exchange. So we do have a lot of premium experiences. 3 months in this year, Xiaomi has completed its deployment in high-range market from 3,299 to 12,999 Chinese yuan. We have launched 5 smartphones: Mi 10s, Mi 11, Mi 11 Pro, Mi Ultra, and Mi Mix Fold. While we get into the high-range market, what is the next goal? That is to get into the high-end laptop market. Today, I'm going to be introducing the Mi Laptop Pro. Today, I'm going to give you the Mi Laptop Pro 15. This is a beautifully designed laptop. It is also ultra-thin and lightweighted with powerful performance. It is only 15.9mm feet, so it is very light. It is also dedicated. It adopts the top-level processing technologies. For example, we use the 6 Series aerospace-grade aluminum, the CNC unibody manufacturing process, and the 170 ceramic sandblasting processing. This time, the laptop comes in 2 color variants, gray and silver. Let's take a look. Beautiful, isn't it? What about the performance? It boasts the latest Intel Core processor, the 35W processor with i5 and i7. It is also boosted by NVIDIA GeForce MX 450 discrete graphic card. It is also boosted by the advanced cooling system. It is also upgraded to Wi-Fi 6. It also sports 100 watts fast charging. For a laptop like this, we also got the Intel Evo platform certification. Maybe you don't know the Evo platform, but the product manager told me that this certification is very strictly done. We have to pass 100 tests. This is the highest level certification in the laptop market. And I searched on JD.com. Only less than 20 laptops have Evo certification. And for 15-inch laptop, only Mi Laptop Pro has the Evo platform certification. Therefore, in the laptop market, Evo certification means you can just buy this laptop with your eyes closed. And we also used master display for this laptop. We used the best display for the Mi laptop. This is a 3.5K display. It is a retina display. It supports 261 ppi. The precision is even higher than the MacBook. And each display is calibrated upon shipment for a true color display. For such a fine display, it is also protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass. Therefore, it looks beautiful. And also the 4 bezels are narrow, and its screen-to-body ratio is 93%. And this is also the golden proportion for the laptop market, which is 16:10. And we also add light sensor to this laptop. Brightness of the display can be adjusted according to the ambient light. Therefore, this is a warm-hearted design. Do you like this display? This is already the top-notch display in the laptop market. But as we are moving into the high-range market, we actually have higher ambition. And we want this display to be an OLED display. Because in the smartphone market, OLED has been popular. It feels like it is not a big deal, but for a large OLED display. Therefore, in the TV market and in the laptop market, you rarely see the OLED display. I also searched on JD.com. I only found 2 or 3 results, and all of them are over 10,000 Chinese yuan. Very expensive. Therefore, we determined to use the OLED display for our high-end laptop, and this is the latest E4 OLED display. Its brightness can reach up to 600 nits. It also supports 100% P3 color gamut, 1.07 billion color, and the contrast ratio is up to 1,000,000 to 1.
Our display actually has won the highest prize by VESA. And so what is VESA? It stands for Video Electronics Standard Association, and in the industry, it is the most influential industry standard setter. And we actually were certified for VESA 500, which is the highest level for a laptop. And this display, not only that, also is certified by TÜV for hardware-grade low blue light. Sometimes we sit in front of the laptop for 5 hours, 10 hours, and staring at a screen for that long a time means you really need to protect your eyes. And we also support DC light dimming function. That is on the Xiaomi Laptop Pro that we have for you, the best laptop we have ever produced. How does the display actually feel? Well, it supports 2-in-1 fingerprint and power button. It also has the Lightning interface and full Type-C interfaces. Very high-end. And perhaps you ask, what if I have a different port? Well, we have this for you, a converter. And it supports multiple types of ports, and it comes free of charge. It's complimentary with the packaged phones and laptops. It also supports Xiao I, Mi UI Plus,